All right, we're back. Standing over here by South Yard in its new home. And that over there is a 30-inch door. So I'm gonna go ahead, and you might notice the laser line shot over there. I'm gonna go ahead and mount the new segment over there. I'm gonna start with that. I've also got just some blinds for these two windows. I'm gonna go ahead and put those up as well. And then I need to be thinking about the backdrop, but I don't know if I'm going to get to that this week, but we'll see. Okay, quick in progress here. We've got the blinds hung in both windows and the little bracing that we used for the air conditioner up there. It was perfect to mount the blinds from the bottom. So got lucky there, just mounted them full length over on that window. Also got the backdrop put back behind, and wow, look at all those wrinkles. And just, I'm gonna see if I can roll that out without causing any creases. Up at the top, that's there's a 1x2 strip that goes across the top just to extend it slightly. And I think we had this thing on its back to get it from one side of the garage to the other, and Lord knows what happened to it bringing it downstairs. So that is not without its damage. And then of course I knew I'd cut right at the ends, and this one actually ripped. So I would certainly need to replace this last one on both ends. And even this middle one is really wrinkled. I know these things weren't meant to be moved, and we'll see. They're not cheap, so that's not exciting. But in good news, from the Arthur School of Engineering, that is as close to plumb level as anything gets in my household. So that's good that way. I checked it coming from the wall towards the room as well, 90 degrees from where it is, and determined that I do need to shim right there with that little board, which I'll slip back under there. And that makes it have ever so slight fall from front to back, which is okay. That way, if anything happens to be sitting near the edge, or I don't know how it would even happen, but if somebody's put a piece of rolling stock right there, it's not gonna roll off the edge. I don't know why anybody would do that, but if it's gonna tilt one way, I'd rather have it tilt ever so slightly back towards the wall. So I'm good with that. And I'm starting to work on, you see a little hole there and a little hole there. That's from the laser level. That's where the bolts go for the next segment. And I went to the hardware store today and paid January 1st, 2022 prices on lumber, including another, now it's gonna be a 30-inch door to extend the yard. So I've got that. I'm gonna put that up next and see where that takes us. What is this vast sea of white? Well, that's a perfectly level, or perfectly by John Arthur standards, 30-inch hollow core door, and it's the extension for South Yard. So just like I showed in the plan, this will add, 80 inches to the yard. The only thing I had to do here, it was a little funky, is just notch out a little bit of the door there. I ended up not wanting it to sit back as far as I thought because I had not accounted for the thickness of the backdrop I had built before, bringing the whole thing away from the wall. So that was a, minor little rough cut there. You'll never see it. It'll be under foam and scenery and probably behind the backdrop as it curves around this wall anyway. So no harm, no foul. Underneath, same brackets I used on the rest of the yard, and same sort of, 1x4 to join the seam as I did. That's it right there with that dark on the end, and it runs all the way that way. So every bit the same as what we did before. Backdrop wise over here, I may just mount the rest of this to the wall. So I'll tie into there's a 1x2 there. I'll tie into that, maybe with a strip against the wall, and then have it curve through the corner, like a nice coved corner. But that is I'm pretty happy with that progress. Starting to look like a layout again, guys. Still can't run anything, although all the wires are connected for this area, but I mean, man, that backdrop needs work. And I'm gonna be rearranging some stuff on the industry track. Obviously those curves need to go away and all get straightened out. I do wanna start over here. And in fact, I got myself a sheet of plywood because I wanna get this curve in because I wanna put lights under it because this is gonna be my workbench and I'm gonna actually use this old countertop too, that's the bottom of it, and mount it in here and have like an L-shaped workbench. And I wanna get that straight. So to do that, I really need to get this turn in as well, which involves more finagling. This curve turnout's moving back. There's another one going in here. There's gonna be a third track right here for an icing platform. I've got this really cool fine scale miniatures model. That was actually my grandfather's and he did not build it. So a cousin of mine gave me the kit that he got when my grandfather passed away and I'll be building that for that spot. So that's gonna be something fun to do this year. Turning my attention back this way. Obviously I've got a little gap here I need to fill in. I need to attach the foam and we'll be rocking and rolling. Let me pull back and just so you guys can see what we got done this week. Blinds, backdrop, yard extension, and this is all permanently mounted now. It's not, I'm yanking on it, it's not moving. So, pretty good week of progress. I'm happy with that. Y'all be good, stay safe out there, and Happy New Year's, guys.